What's up, guys? Hokage Pui here. I gotta be a little quiet. The people are asleep in the house. It's a late night video recording right now for me. I told you guys, I will start this video by telling you, I told you guys about Portugal. Now, yes, Portugal is not knocked out of the tournament. In fact, they're in a quarterfinal against France. And who knows who'll win that game? Potentially, they can make a semifinal. But I told you guys, I put a video out before the tournament started and I said, this Portugal team is not good. Do not expect great football from them. And today against Slovenia, they put up a shambolic performance. Shambolic performance. They were lucky. They are very, very lucky to not be round of 16 losers today. Thank you, Portugal fans. Thank Diogo Costa and thank Benjamin Šeško for being a bum striker who doesn't know how to score a 1v1, a simple training 1v1. That's who you got to thank, Portugal fans. You got to thank Benjamin Šeško for being a fucking bum, and you have to thank Diogo Costa for being a goat at saving penalties, and for saving Šeško's attempt. And for France, France also played today, guys. France played Belgium. We're going to touch on both games. I'm going to start on Portugal, but we're going to get to France. France versus Belgium, I thought it was a pretty entertaining game. I didn't think it was as bad as people said, and I think Belgium played better than a lot of people expected. Really. I was impressed with Belgium today. They really threatened France, but France get through with an own goal. Muani shoots and it goes off Vertonghen into the net. It is what it is. Belgium go out. Unfortunately, a late goal like that, they couldn't pull it back. 1-1 to go to extra time. And France are through. We're going to talk about how I think France is mid, and that team has just been so underwhelming on the same level as England. We'll get to that, but let's start with Portugal. Yes, Portugal today. Nothing. Because really nothing. Can you name me the clear-cut chances Portugal actually created against Slovenia today? Now, I want to preface this. Slovenia, credit to them. They played fantastic defense. And, same thing to Slovakia. Yesterday, a lot of people were not crediting Slovakia, but Slovakia defended very, very well against England. Slovenia, same thing. Very organized, getting rid of all the loose balls, no mistakes in the box. Slovenia was defending perfectly for 90 minutes and into extra time. They were money. So, for the Slovenian side, what else can you do? Let's just talk about it now. So Slovenia, they're defending well all game. All they're waiting for, Slovenia, is that one chance. That one slip up from Portugal. That one counterattack they make that actually leads to a great chance. And Benjamin Šeško, one of these up-and-coming strikers. You guys, Benjamin Šeško is not one of these up-and-coming strikers. He is the furthest thing from clinical. He wastes chances like there's no tomorrow. And you see Benjamin Šeško, your poor defenders, Milan Skriniar, Oblak, they have defended with their lives on the line today. Just for that moment, just for you as the young striker to have your moment. Pepe has an aneurysm, has a senior moment, and collapses, and you're in 1v1 against Diego Costa. And you produce that shambolic attempt at a bottom right quarter finish. Shame on you, Benjamin Šeško. So Slovenia, good attempt. But fine lines, man. This is tournament football. You don't put away your chances, and you produce. By the way, the penalties were so bad from Slovenia in the penalty shootout. Horrible. I know people, and I'm giving Diogo Costa's credit on the penalties. Those were awful penalties, Slovenia. Perfectly, they would put it in the sweet spot in the goal where it's mid-level height and not in the middle, but middle to either side of the goal. Horrible penalties from Slovenia in the penalty shootout. But for Portugal, today, Cristiano, too desperate for the goal. Bernardo Silva didn't really do anything. I thought the best player today, actually, was João Cancelo. João Cancelo was cooking. And I'm thinking to myself, João Cancelo, why do you want to play? João Cancelo can easily play winger, right? João Cancelo can easily play as a right midfielder, right winger. Why doesn't anyone ever try that with him? Because the guy today pulled out peak Ronaldinho skills against these Slovenian guys and was dribbling them. He was having fun out there. But for me, the best player for Portugal was Nuno Mendes and João Cancelo. for me, and obviously Diogo Costa. Everyone else, Paulinho had a great game today too. Basically, the defense of Portugal was solid today. The attack was ass. Leao has been awful all tournament. I don't think Cristiano was bad today, but he was so desperate for the goal that it was a detriment to the team. Bernardo Silva never has had a one world-class game for Portugal. Bruno Fernandes is not good in the big games for Portugal, just like I said in my pre-tournament video on Portugal. These key big players are not good in the big stages at these tournaments. They don't perform. The attack does not show up for Portugal, and you saw that today. Now, you get to 90 minutes, Portugal. Yes, okay, cool. Extra time, a lot of people still favoring Portugal to win the game, right? And it comes. The penalty comes. I did think the foul on Jota in the box, I thought that was super soft. But you've seen at the Euros this year that, that's the standard. Soft fouls are being given in the box. Soft fouls are being given in the general run of play. So I'm not too surprised they gave the penalty, but I did think the penalty Portugal got, I did think that was a soft foul. If I was a referee, I don't give it. Just my opinion. But Cristiano steps up. And you're thinking, oh, Cristiano, you guys, they show the graphic, every time someone takes a penalty, it shows you like their last 15 penalties or whatever. It shows you Cristiano's last 13 penalties. And, it shows green or red for when they make it or miss it. All you see is green for Cristiano. All you see is green. And he's up against Jan Oblak, who historically, guys, ask any Atletico Madrid fan, Jan Oblak is very bad at saving penalties. Yes, I understand. He had a great penalty shootout performance against Inter for Atletico Madrid this season in the Champions League. I understand that. But throughout his entire career, Jan Oblak sucks at saving penalties. And this time, Cristiano steps up. It was a good penalty. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't the most perfect penalty from Cristiano, but it was a good penalty. And Jan Oblak stretches to the left side of the field and makes the save, denying Ronaldo. Now, what I want to know is this. So, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. So this was interesting. You guys, this was interesting. So Ronaldo misses the penalty, right? And that was near the end of the first half of extra time. And Ronaldo misses the penalty, and there's still, you guys, 15, 16, 17 minutes of this game still to play and to win. And all of a sudden, mentality monster Cristiano Ronaldo is crying on the field like in literal tears. So when I saw this initially, I went to Twitter, everyone was trolling him, and I thought, yeah, this guy's a pussy. Cristiano, I'm going to clown you for this. Why are you crying, bro? There's 15 minutes left of the game. But if you guys, I'm going to give Cristiano the benefit of the doubt. You guys, Cristiano is a mentality monster. He does not crumble, under the pressure. He's a guy for the big moments. And I'm going to give Cristiano the benefit of the doubt. You guys, we don't know what goes on in these footballers' lives. You guys, we don't know if Cristiano, you don't know if his wife got diagnosed with cancer. You don't know if his mom got diagnosed with cancer. You don't know if Cristiano Jr. is suffering a really bad illness. You don't know these things. You don't know if something happened in his private life. So at first, I was trolling Cristiano, and go to my Twitter. I won't shy away from it. It was funny at the time, but I've sat and thought about it. I'm like, nah, dude, that was very uncharacteristic of Cristiano. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and think something was happening in his personal life where he really wanted to score a goal and dedicate this goal to someone. So I'm gonna say, Cristiano, I'm done clowning on you. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I think something was going on in his personal life. That's just my opinion. But Cristiano, if it ever comes out that you were simply crying because you missed the penalty and because you really wanted to score, Cristiano, I have to make a 1-hour dissertation roasting your ass because you are the captain of this team. You're the greatest Portuguese player of all time. This whole team besides Pepe, this whole Portugal team idolizes you. You are their hero. You miss a penalty, it's still 0-0, and there's 15 minutes left in the game to win, and you are crying on the field, and you have little midget Bernardo Silva trying to cheer you up? I'm sorry, Cristiano. That was embarrassing. But at the end of the day, guys, They pulled through. Portugal won on penalties, 3-0. Slovenia, terrible penalty takers, worst penalty kicks I've ever seen, worst penalty attempts I've ever seen from Slovenia. Seriously, awful. But shout out to Diogo Costa for making the saves. Next game, guys, France versus Belgium. You guys, Belgium could have won today, and that I think would have been an upset. I think most people were picking. I was even favoring France also to win the game. But you guys, Belgium had chances today. Doku, De Bruyne, Lukaku, they had their chances. And they just couldn't put them away. For France, yes, you won 1-0. Yes, it was an own goal. I don't like how France looks. I will say France's defense, Magnan, excellent at the tournament so far. And you guys, let's talk about it. Upamecano's having a great performance. I know, oh my God, I'm yawning. It's so late. Yes, Upamecano is the butt of the joke a lot. People say he has the bozo gene, and I agree. I am a Bayern fan. I have witnessed firsthand the pain that ensues from and the damage that comes when the Upamecano bozo gene is activated. But when Upamecano plays like this, and Saliba is playing like this, Koundé and Theo Hernandez are having good tournaments as well. You guys, France's defense is solid. France's defense is solid. But I never want to see Adrien Rabiot ever start for France again. And thank gosh, I think he's suspended now for the quarterfinal, so we won't have to see that bum play. But you guys, literally, it was like I'm watching peak Conor Gallagher when I'm watching Adrien Rabiot. I don't know what Didier Deschamps sees with him. I don't get it. My eyes were literally melting out of my skull trying to watch Adrien Rabiot play football with the likes of Kylian Mbappe, with the likes of Marcus Thuram, Antoine Griezmann, and N'Golo Kante. But putting Adrien Rabiot aside, Griezmann not that good today. Mbappe, ghost. Tchouaméni was okay. Tchouaméni had a lot of outside shots today, but he kept on blowing them over. N'Golo Kante was all right today. He wasn't man of the match performance like he was in the first two games at the Euros against Austria and the Netherlands, I think it was, right? So, you guys, Portugal versus France. If you told someone before the tournament that Portugal and France would meet each other in the knockout stages, they would have told you, "Oh my God, that's a Goliath clash. Oh my gosh, that's going to be an exciting game of football." But I'm sorry, you guys, I'm expecting one of the most boring games of this Euros when Portugal and France face each other later this week. So France, man, I really don't get it. I really think this France team has been stale since the last World Cup. Yes, they made the final. I understand. But England were the better team in that quarterfinal in the World Cup. Yes, they ended up just playing Morocco in the round of in the semifinals, and I think that was just one step too far for Morocco. And I think France's quality showed over the Moroccan quality. And in the final, France got dominated for the first 70 minutes, and it was only because of Mbappe that they got back into the game. And at this tournament now, it's been 4 games now, and just like England, and to be honest, in my opinion, just like Portugal, France has been very mid or unimpressive in the first 4 games. So both France and Portugal will be colliding with each other, and both France and Portugal will be coming into a quarterfinal game against each other, not having played impressive football, in my opinion. So that's going to be an interesting clash. I will probably post my pre-match to that or do like a quarterfinal predictions thing. But you guys, Portugal, I told you before the tournament, if you watch that video, and if you haven't, go back and watch it. I literally said in that video, don't get hyped on Portugal. They are not a team that could win this tournament. They don't play good football. Roberto Martinez doesn't have his best starting 11 figured out. It's not going to culminate into what people think Portugal is going to play like this summer. And for France, I really thought France was going to pop off, but Mbappe just hasn't been it. Griezmann just hasn't been it. Marcus Thuram is missing so many chances every game. So if I had to give a favorite for the Portugal-France game right now, I would have to go France. And the reason I go France is because they have more X factors in that team. I think Mbappe is an X factor. Griezmann is an X factor. N'Golo Kante is an X factor. And I don't think Portugal has those X factors in attack and midfield. I don't think they do. Bruno Fernandes is not an X factor. Rafael Leao is not an X factor. Bernardo Silva is not an X factor. Cristiano Ronaldo at 39 years old in 2024 is not an X factor player. He hasn't even scored at this Euros yet. So that's another day of quarterfinal action. We have the last quarterfinal games tomorrow. I think it's Romania versus the Dutch, and you have Turkey versus Austria. So I'm probably not going to watch those games. I'm going to focus at work this time tomorrow, and actually get some work done. But yeah, guys, another day of quarterfinal football. The tournament is moving fast. Try to enjoy it. Try to enjoy this tournament. Try to enjoy Copa America. I'm gonna drop my USA roast video right now after this. I'm gonna film it, because they just got grouped in Copa America on home soil. Embarrassing, but yeah, guys, it's been Okage Puya. Enjoy the tournament. The tournament's going fast. I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, peace.